What's happening, folks? I'm Andy the Electric Geek, and the movie we're going to be unboxing today is a bit of a childhood classic of mine. It was one my granddad had in VHS, and although it came out over 10 years before I was born, it's something I hold dear to my heart, so I had to get it in this collector's steelbook edition. And that movie is Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon. Don't think, feel! Thanks for sticking with us, folks. So as I say, we're going to be looking at Enter the Dragon, the 4K Collector's Steelbook edition of Enter the Dragon, that is. And this is the HMV exclusive version. There was another version that was available on Amazon and Zavvi and all the other places, which looks the same on the surface and probably has a lot of the same stuff inside. However, the Steelbook is different, but we'll get into that shortly. The HMV one comes with the same artwork that's on the front here. And I believe it was limited to 1,000 copies, but it's not numbered or anything like that, whereas the other one, which came in a kind of beige steelbook with a different design, was limited to 3,000, I think. But don't quote me on that, because I obviously don't have it myself. But yeah, we're going to be looking at this classic Kung Fu movie. It's the definitive Kung Fu movie as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, you've got your John Wicks and your Matrix films and all these other Kung Fu movies which are escaping me at the moment, which have much better action choreography than was in Enter the Dragon. Bear in mind it was 1973. But if it wasn't for Bruce Lee and what he did cinematically with Kung Fu and martial arts, those films wouldn't exist. So as far as I'm concerned, this is a really, really important movie of the martial arts Kung Fu genre. But the movie's certainly been done justice with this nice 50th anniversary collector's edition. So let's jump into the unbox and see if you guys think the same. Okay, so as you can see, it is the HMV Sign Edition exclusive. There was the Amazon one, but this is the red steelbook for this 4K release. Before I get the cellophane off, just having a wee look at it on the back, I don't think there's any new special features. I'll hold it as close to the camera as I can there. I didn't have this on Blu-ray, I had it on DVD years and years ago. So I wouldn't be able to know just looking at it whether or not there's anything new on it, but it doesn't actually say. You do get both cuts, as you can see, special edition and the theatrical cut. And if you look really closely, you'll see that the audio has been upgraded to Dolby Atmos, which is always good. Not sure if it's Dolby Vision or not, I'll confirm that later on. But yeah, let's not hang around, let's get in about it. Always got to be careful with these. I like to just make a tiny little incision and then take it from there. So the first thing to note is that the certification is stickered, so that can come off, which is always good. And it's the same on the sides as well. And it's obviously part of the Warner Brothers 100-year celebration, because Enter the Dragon is also available in one of their 100-year celebration box sets. I think it's the 70s one, Modern Greats, that it's part of, which I did consider getting, but I held out because I kind of thought there would be a dedicated 50th anniversary special edition like this, so I'm glad I did. It's a hard box and it's got a nice glossy finish to it, as you can see. This is card as well, as opposed to paper that's on it, slip card wise. Nice. So there you go, really nice looking. It'll be even nicer once the certification's off. So that's a bit annoying. As you can see, the glue seems to have slightly damaged my box. Not so good. I don't know why. It does seem like there's such an excessive amount on it there, as you can see, but it's not the end of the world, but a little bit annoying. Other than that glue damage, it is a nice looking box set, as you can see, with the dragon design on the back. And then sliding the steelbook out, and there you have it. So it's an all gloss kind of finish, as you can see there. There's no embossing or debossing, but it is really nice. Nice clean spine. And then similar to the box, you've got the dragon on the back with some of the credits, the director and the actors and Warner Brothers, whatnot. Open it up, And there's your 4K Enter the Dragon disc. And the Blu-ray also, which will have the majority of your special features, I would think. There's the inside. It's Bruce Lee in the Hall of Mirrors, just as he's taking on Han. So you have it, nice steelbook. The other one was a kind of white, kind of off-white design, but I think this design's nice. It's just a shame that it is the same artwork on the outside, you know. So maybe some people would have preferred to have gone for the Amazon one, the Warner Brothers one, just to have the variation in designs, but I think this still looks really nice. I'm not bothered. I do like that design for the steelbook, better than the other one. And then you have, of course, the tat. We all love the tat. Enter the Dragon. Open up the wallet, and inside you have lenticular with the nunchucks. Oh, that's cool. If ever there was something to have a lenticular of, it's Bruce Lee using nunchucks. What's the other one? So just one so far. It's like an Enter the Dragon style lobby card, which is really cool. Kind of reproduction of the poster, we'll open that in a second. And then some art cards. So you get John Saxon there and Bruce Lee, kind of behind the scenes. These are kind of nice, you can see in the light there, they're nice and glossy, quite high quality. The crew filming the fight sequences. John Saxon in action. No idea who that is. Potentially the director, I'm not sure. The original poster artwork without any text on it, it's really nice. In the UK, my old DVD, they replaced the nunchucks with a similar looking stick. Just looked ridiculous. So that's obviously the original one there. Before the UK censors got hold of it. A hand-drawn one. Enter the Dragon. An epic of martial arts. So was that the original title, Blood and Steel? So that's the original script cover. Yeah, so it must have been called Blood and Steel at one point. Didn't know that. Some storyboarding of the final confrontation. Production designs for Han's Torture Museum and Lee's bedroom. Logistics of filming the famous Hall of Mirrors scene. That must be a nightmare, filming anything like that, to not catch the cast and crew in the cameras and the reflections. And we're kind of back to the beginning. So that's your art cards. How many is it? 1, 6, 7, 8. Yep, so you've got 8 art cards, a lenticular, and this kind of like bookmarker flyer thing. Then lastly the poster. It was quite nice, just typical kind of glossy paper. The movie that made him a legend, Bruce Lee Enter the Dragon, and it's double-sided, and it's got the original artwork on the back. So there you have it. So I hope you enjoyed that unbox. I filmed it all in 4K so you could get a good look at it. That's what I'm kind of trying to do now with my unboxes. Previously I'd been filming in HD just because it's easier for space on my phone and stuff. But I want to give you guys as good a look at these things as I can, you know, give you the best possible quality. So I'm going to try and do everything in 4K from now on, now that my setup's getting a little bit more advanced. But I think it's a cracking box set and I'm really pleased to have it. I have a little bit of buyer's remorse, I think, over not getting the one with the kind of beige coloured steelbook. Now, I think the steelbook in itself, that design that's on the front there, is nicer than the beige one. But it's just the same design. So it might have made more sense in hindsight to have got the other one, just so that you're getting the best of both. You're getting both artworks, if you like. But if it was just a steelbook option, if there wasn't, you know, a box set, a rigid box set and all that and all the stuff inside it, had it just been the steelbooks, I would have gone for the red one. So I do think it is the nicest steelbook, but maybe in hindsight I should have went for the one that had more variation across the box set. But I think it's a great companion piece to this absolute belter of a box set. Now, I unboxed and reviewed briefly Big Boss, the Mandarin cut on 4K in a previous video, and there'll be a link in the description if you want to check that out. But what's notable, and probably the only Achilles heel to this box set, is that you don't get Enter the Dragon in 4K. You get a 4K mastered Blu-ray, which had been released previously, so you do get Enter the Dragon. So if you're not bothered and you just want Bruce Lee's whole catalogue kind of thing in one box set, this Arrow one is perfectly fine. But if you're an absolute purist and you want the 4K transfer, you will have to buy it separately. I believe it was a licensing thing. Warner Bros. Were releasing this as part of the 100-year celebration, and they obviously didn't want to share their toys, so didn't give Arrow the license. I believe that's what happened. So you do have to buy it. I'll leave a link in the description. You can pick up Enter the Dragon just on its own, the standard version, for about 20 quid, I think. And you could just take the discount and replace it, or whatever, or just, you know, have it on the side. But I think if you want to go the kind of ultimate route, you want this collector's box set, which I think certainly the cream one or the beige one is sold out. You might have to go on eBay or whatever, but there might be some of these kicking around if you actually go into HMV, if you're fortunate enough to have one near you and you live in the UK. But yeah, if you have the two of these, you're doing pretty decent for Bruce Lee. The ones that have seen the Bruce Lee Golden Harvest box set video that I did will know that this isn't actually mine. And you're probably wondering secondly why I've still got it. That's because my mate Scott, who bought it, actually lives the other side of Scotland. He's just not been down yet and he's very generous. So I keep saying to him that I'll get it to him, but I'm just keeping it safe just now on my shelf, and I've worked my way through it all. So again, thanks very much, Scotty, for providing me with this, but I think when you come down for Christmas, you'll have to be reunited with it, or else you're not getting it back. Just as far as the transfer of Enter the Dragon goes, it is absolutely fantastic, and it's every bit as good as anything on the Golden Harvest box set from Arrow. It's probably better than any of the stuff on that, to be honest, just because obviously there was a bigger budget, better quality cameras, better quality film stock, I would assume was used when making Enter the Dragon. So it certainly looks the best. But as I say, it's a lovely companion piece to the 4K Golden Harvest stuff. It's been done just to the same standard with the same care and attention, so I can highly recommend getting the 4K Blu-ray of Enter the Dragon to accompany your Golden Harvest set if you've got that. But that's it for this one. Classic movie, cracking 4K restoration, and I think you'll probably agree, a nice collector's edition there. Let me know what you think of Enter the Dragon. Did you pick up one of these steelbook box sets yourself? Did you just stick with your old remastered Blu-ray? I'd like to know your thoughts down in the comments there, and I'll try and get back to you. I've been Andy, Electric Geek. Take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next video.